And Sean from Frederick County Animal Shelter is here with our Shockley Honda Pet of the Week. Good morning, Sean.
Good morning, Tom.
Saw you at the fair.
Yep.
Saw Dee Dee at the fair. Didn't have a chance to talk to her.
Yeah.
She was walking away. It was madness.
Yeah, it's good that it was busy with the weather. I mean, the weather was such a wild card last week. I'm glad people went out to the fair. It's a great thing in Frederick County.
And so you brought a special guy in here today.
Yeah.
His name is Bruce Banner. And he is a big orange tabby cat. Am I accurate describing him that
Yep,
way?
you are correct.
Go ahead, give the history.
Yeah, he's a unneutered male, and he was a cat that someone was feeding. And in Frederick County, a lot of people don't know, if you feed a cat for 14 days, technically your cat.
Oh,
whether
is
you
that
have
right?
a name or not. Yes. So
Okay.
you feed a cat for 14 days, we see that. We view that as your cat if it comes into the shelter. You bring it to us, whatever.
There's a lot of that goes on. You know, people feel their heart. They see these cats, so they start feeding them.
Yep, you're exactly right.
And
so,
they know where that food is.
yeah, and they're going to hang around as long as that food source is there.
Okay.
So this cat was being fed by some kind-hearted people, and one day they found the cat, and it was shot. It had a gunshot wound through and through on the left cheek, and then it came out just behind the ear in its neck. And they called animal control. An animal control officer obviously went out, picked the cat up, and then the cat was taken to the emergency vet. So Bruce Banner has a large scab on his cheek, and you can see the exit wound on his neck. He is fine at this point. He's still being treated with some Medicam, some ointment for the scabbing and things like that, and some pain medicine. But for the most part, he's a very handleable cat. He's very social. He's very friendly. And, you know, you and I were talking about that. I don't know if people do it for kicks. I don't know what the motivation is. But
there's a lot of cat haters out there.
And that's just it, too. And, I mean, to shoot a cat that, you know, is highly social, whether it's highly social or not, I don't want to bite on my tongue here.
Sure.
But at the same time, it's just not what should be done, what people should be doing for enjoyment. And animal control officers, they do investigate. It is a crime. If they find out who does it, people are charged with animal cruelty. We employ 6 animal control officers and a supervisor. They are in the office from 7 a.m. until 11 p.m., and they're on call overnight just like a police officer is. So, I mean, they respond to all sorts of calls, and obviously animal cruelty, animal neglect, animals being shot is one of those calls that they'll respond to.
Was this in a rural area or a suburban area? Or
You know, I neglected to grab the exact address when it came, but I want to say it was more of a rural area that the cat was around. So farm, wooded area, so on and so forth, but it was not a neighborhood.
He's a full-grown male.
Yep.
Beautiful red tabby.
Yep.
And as far as I could tell, coming out of the cage, I mean, he is totally friendly, totally lucid.
Yeah.
No really lasting damage from a gunshot wound to the face.
Yep.
Where I would still be whining and crying.
Yeah.
They would have a hard time with me.
Animals are resilient.
They're very resilient.
We color code our animals, and he's been color coded blue. That he is one of the more easier cats to handle. He enjoys being held. He likes being on your lap. He's highly social. So for a cat, he is what we consider our lowest category, our most social category.
If you were to adopt Mr. Bruce Banner, cool name by the way. You could get a starter kit from Crossroads Animal Referral and Emergency. It will include litter scoops for the kitty with brochures for instructions and some vitamins and some toys to get you started.
Yeah, great basket. And that's a great thing they do. And then along with Shockley Honda, next on the 8th, we'll be out at Shockley Honda for to take some pets. And we try and do that once a month, every other month. So Crossroads giving away the basket. That's an awesome thing that they're willing to do for our adopters. And then Shockley helping us out by sponsoring the Pet of the Week.
Bruce Banner is our Pet of the Week. He is a very special, beautiful, loving kitty. Thank you so much for bringing him by.